A little disclaimer for this video. This is a high school project and I improvised everything I said in this video. I hope you like it. Hello everyone, my name is Hugo. I am currently sick. And do you know what does a sick person do during his healing? Reading, of course. That's why I read a book and I will present it to you today. And what a coincidence! The name of the book is The Black Death. It is written by Rob Lloyd-Jones and illustrated by Daniel Dickman. This book comes from the Usborne Young Reading Collection. Except the fact that my school asked me to read this book, I actually wanted to read this book. And why? Simply because it's my first book in English ever. So this is a real life story and it is kind of a documentary about the past of the world history. Our tragic story starts with some black rats that will carry the disease in ships that carry spices, and when the rats goes on land, they will make the disease even more carried by fleas that will give the disease to humans, and that's when the chaos is starting. At the beginning, the disease killed 25 million people, which was a lot in the past, and it apparently started in southern Russia. Then it spread in Asia, in North Africa, and in Europe. Every European country will know the suffering from the disease, with all the symptoms like the bubbles, some black dots which will give the name to the bubonic plague, and the people died quickly from the plague. So that's why it was called the Black Death. There are a lot of things that happened with this disease, but I let you watch documentaries and articles about this because, well, there's a lot of things you should know and it's better to discover yourselves. The book is not hard to understand, even though there are some words from the Middle Ages context that are a little difficult for me as a French guy. And there's no first person because it's a past event and the preterite is used. I like this book, really. It has some great share between text and illustrations for me. It was my first time discovering details about the plague and I was really interested. It's a great way to see how they protect themselves, how they heal themselves, and how they avoid the plague. We can compare it to the 2020 context with the COVID-19 and the pandemic, and when we have to put masks on. I would recommend this book, but I recommend some other things to discover the Black Death because, well, the book is kind of empty, but it's not the book's fault. It's the fact that it is a very big subject. I would not read another books by the same writer, but I will see some other things about the Black Death. To conclude, this was my first experience with an English book, and this was also my first experience with the Black Death, and honestly that gave me a lot of explanations about the context and everything that happened. So I will give it a 4 out of 5 stars because, well, like I said before, this is empty because it is a big subject and I recommend you to see other things about the Black Death. Well, this was my video report. See ya!